Okay, I think it's recording now.
All right.
Yeah, go ahead.
So welcome to our presentation on our long task of this website. It's been a great learning experience, and we hope you look forward to seeing what we were able to kind of accomplish in terms of the features of this really cool website. So first of all, we thought we'd just start with an introduction. Myself, I'm Duncan McMinn, aspiring software engineer. I mainly worked on sort of back-end features for this project, although I had a little bit of a hand in the front end. Basil, do you want to go ahead and introduce yourself?
Hello, good morning, everyone. I'm Basil Abdelaziz. I'm a newly graduated water and environmental engineer. My main focus was mostly on back-end development in this project.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Arman. I am a drilling engineer by nature, and currently I'm a web development student at SAIT.
And my name is Hui. I'm joining the team helping 3P Travel, working on the sales and the marketing combined to their database. I have the experience over 15 years. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Crystal. I am the mostly front-end developer. I am also the customer relationship manager.
All right, so that's our team at Thunderstorm Panther Bear, or TSPB, excuse me. That's just a fun name for our programming group. Now on to the project itself. So this project, as you can see, we aim to deliver a fully functioning, dynamic, responsive, user-friendly travel agency website. It's got to be easy to use, it's got to be accessible, and we developed it both in terms of front-end and back-end, so full stack. For the design, we had a number of tools that we sort of had to take out of our toolbox, including HTML, Pug, CSS, JavaScript, Node.js, database tools, a little bit of MySQL, MongoDB, and ultimately Mongoose was really the database that we kind of stuck with and chose. And finally, we will talk a little bit later on in the presentation about cloud hosting, because we were able to host both the database as well as the website online. So I'll hand it over to Crystal.
Thanks, Duncan. If you want to pull up the website.
Absolutely.
So here is our homepage of Sweet Pea Travels. At the very top with the navigation bars, you will notice the different home buttons, about buttons. They all highlight depending on which one you're floating over and which page you're on. Down below, we have a carousel. And if you click on it, it'll show you some fun pictures from Sweet Pea's travels around the world. And as we go down on the page, you will see a quote button. You will get some really fun travel quotes that Sweet Pea loves. And every time you click, you'll get a new one. Down below that, you will see all of the fun vacation packages. We can also add more if needed. When you scroll over it, it hovers. And then when you click on the button, it will take you to a booking page. Now, if you scroll down a little bit, you can, go back to the booking page, Duncan, for a sec.
Mm-hmm.
If you scroll down, you can't log in unless you can't book unless you log in. So we'll explain a little bit about that after. So if you scroll down, you can see we have little fun flip cards to show the team. And we can add more. We can easily change up anything that you need it on there. And then scroll down a little bit, you have the Contact Us section. Each of these links are usable and already linked up to social media if required. And then down at the bottom, we have our footer bar with Sweet Pea's colors, her logo with all the information, and contact. Now I'll show you the responsiveness of this page. So we are able to make it wider and smaller. So when you look at it on your cell phone, we are able to have a nice look, a nice little toggle button there. As you scroll down, everything is set up to look nice on your cell phone. So when you make a web app, everything will be looking good for you. Now I will pass it on to the next page.
So next up, we'll talk about the registration function, just kind of because it logically makes sense. Our website is designed for customers to come in and register as members. So the advantage of this, of course, is that they can actually book packages because they have an account associated to their name, as well as they are then able to go into their user profile page that we'll talk a little bit about later, and maybe update their contact information, or do some account maintenance. As I said, we'll talk about that later. So we'll register here for Thunderstorm Panther Bear. TSPB. They're able to make their own username and account name. So we get a little thank you for registering. And then when we can see that if we look into our database, as I mentioned, is now hosted on Azure. Is now hosted online. If we look into our database in the customers collection, we can find our new entry that we have just made, TSPB, as well as a hashed password. So security taken into mind here. A little bit more on that a little bit later. So I will hand it over to Armin, who will discuss, well, you'll find out. How do I say?
Okay.
Armin, you wanted to share your screen, right?
Yeah, thank you, Duncan. Okay, so this part is, we are talking about, let me just, we're going to talk about the login process here. So I better go to the website, straight to the website. So, so here we are not logged in. And one thing that I want you to notice here is that we have 4 tabs here before we log in. And then, so for the first thing is that I want to show you, if I put a wrong entry into username and password, what happens. So if we do that, we will get this message that incorrect username or incorrect password. Okay, and then if I put in a correct username and password, here's what happens. So we have the welcome Armon, and this profile tab will be added to the navigation bar. And so for the next thing, it would be about the how we can book a package. So for example, if I go here, as you noticed before, we couldn't book unless we are logged in. Now that we are logged in, we have the book button here. And then here we have the booking date, which is today's date. And then we have the booking number. This is generated by a JavaScript function. And I showed this here just for this presentation, but it's an internal booking number. So in the final deployment, this one and this trip type ID will be hidden. And then you can choose how many people are gonna be on this package, and then you hit book. Thank you for booking, and we'll redirect us to the main page. Yeah, and for the login, we use the passport for creating the login and logout environment here. All right, I'll pass it on to Basil, I guess. I'm gonna stop.
Thanks, Arman. So I'll be talking about, let me just share my screen. So I'll be talking about the profile page. So let me just sign in. So once the user is signed in, he'll be able to view the profile page, which is only user restricted. Now, the main function of this page will be that the user can view his information that he registered with through this form. The information will be queried from the database and revealed here. So he'll also be able to change any other information he wants. So for example, if we change the name, and for example, let's change the password to 12345, 12345, and update my profile, we'll get a nice message, update was successful. Now, once we try logging out and then re-logging in again, so it's once we try logging in with the
Account name is just TSPB.
Didn't I change the?
You changed the name.
Oh yeah, the username. Okay, yeah. So now we're signed in, and if we go to our profile, we can see all the information we have here. The other main function of this page is that we can see the booked packages we have. So if we go home and we try booking one of the packages, we'll get a nice message, thank you for booking this package. And if we go to our profile, we'll be able to view this package over here. So now I'll pass it on to Sky.
Okay, Basil. So for now, we show you all the functions SweetPea Travel looking for from their current customer and with part of the data. So we build the data and we show 3 functions here, how user can register, update their profile, and how user can order online. Now, what I can show you that would be for future down the road and how we can.
Sky, I think we are not sharing. Duncan, can you start sharing with the.
Okay. Yeah, we can go to the PowerPoint here. So now we go to the About page. You're rolling down here for regular user. They can choose if they prefer receive some of the travel news or they can track for some of the future package or travel deals. Here, this is how we can collect user information like their email address for our sales agent can follow up to build your data and for future marketing. So user can submit data for future function and also for the next page, contact. From contact page here, user can either walking in the branch or they can view the agent, call our agent, or email our agent. We have 2 branches, then user can find different information here. And we have address. They can also email directly from this page. Also, they have one more function that would be leaving their information here, their first name, last name, their email address, then leave the question there. Right now, it's not connecting to the data. That's for the future feature, just so you can collect for future user to build your data for marketing purpose. What your sales agent can do, for example, they can send out a birthday card, or we can build more in the software function there. Then we can set up the follow-up date, time, so make it easier for your agent to build up more business, even for the future when it's time for you to sell. Then data means a lot for current market to improve your business. Yeah, those are the 2 pages in our current website for future function there. Thank you.
So thank you, team, for.
Oh, hang on. Sorry, we're not quite done.
We're not done yet.
Next, I'll just, I couldn't figure out how to unmute my microphone. in the presentation view. So next we'll talk a little bit about the cloud hosting. So our database is hosted using MongoDB Atlas, the sort of Atlassian style. So you can see we set up a cluster here and hosted our database. And of course, the next step to this was actually exporting and importing the data. So we exported from the local database that we were hosting, which has all sorts of these collections. We had to export one collection at a time, pick and choose the relevant collections that we were actually using on the new website. And you can see them all over on the side here. So one of the key kind of advantages of this was that it essentially allowed us to have a unified database to interact with. You know, we didn't have to have 4 or 5 people all changing the database at once to see the same result. We could all just access the same place. I'll hand it over to Armin, who is going to discuss the Azure hosting.
Thank you, Duncan. So the main purpose of creating a website is being able to show it on internet. So that's what we did. With the Atlas, we created our database on cloud. And with Azure, we hosted the whole website on the internet. So you can see that this is a web app that we created on Azure Cloud Services. And we used the Microsoft Visual Code to deploy all of our files and functions to Azure. And after this presentation, I can send you a link for our website, and then you can check our website anywhere and maybe book a package with us for future. Thank you.
All right, so thank you guys. It was a great pleasure to work on this project. I'll now field any questions that you guys might have. Feel free to ask.
Yes, great presentation, guys. I'm quite impressed. Good job.
Thanks, Alex.
How did you guys connect the booking collections to your to the customer that's booking the travel package?
So what do you mean by that, Alex?
So when the user books their travel package, like how did you get the information to store in the database?
Oh, okay. I can share my screen. So you mean how? All right. Okay, let me share my screen here.
If I can see it again, I'll be able to explain it better. Sorry.
Yeah, sure. Let me share my screen here. So the code for that part is, so we have our package page, right? So let me just bring it down a little bit. And then we have the information for this form, and it will send it to a test router, okay? And then if you go to test router here, we have this create booking function that will get the request from the body and we'll do some stuff on it. This create booking is coming from Mongoose data here. So we have a function here in our Mongoose data, which is named create booking. So it gets the information from that form and we'll save it on our database. And it's using a schema, Mongoose schema named booking, which we required from here. And if you go up, we can see in the booking model. So we have the booking date, booking number, travel count, customer ID, and stuff like that.
Okay.
Right? Could I answer your question?
Yeah, it does. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, no problem.
Thank you, Team 4. Great job. Guys, we still have a few minutes before the next team. We will start on time. So if you have any questions, go ahead.
Maybe just general question. The website looks really awesome. A great presentation. How did you guys kind of go through the design process with the pictures and the styling and everything to make it look the way it does?
I guess I'll take that one. This was actually the website I did for the class. When we went through all of our different websites, I guess everybody liked mine, so we chose mine. The pictures were actually all mine from my travels, and Sweet Pea is my nickname, so that's kind of how I came up with the idea of the website and then the design of it. And I'm actually not a fan of pink, but my sister is, and so I kind of added that pink color and to the
Wait, that's
thing. And
pink? I thought it was salmon.
Yeah, so that's kind of the inspiration behind the website and the design. And I honestly had fun now that I know codes for design and CSS and Bootstrap, and it was actually kind of fun to figure it all out. I can say what's not fun is media queries. Those aren't the funnest part of it all.
That's pretty awesome, Crystal. Nice, nice personal touch for sure.
Thank you, Adam.
How did you guys have time to do the user account? That was pretty cool. Like do the updates and everything. Like was that easy? Like taking a code.
We had a little help from the master.
Definitely some help from the
Well,
master.
the fact that you guys even thought of that, that's cool. And even had time to implement it. That's pretty cool. So good job, guys.
So
Thanks, Alex.
we have guest here, Ola, I think from Manpower. Ola, do you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, thanks for joining us today. If you have any comments or questions for the group.
So I joined a bit late, but so far what I actually saw, I really liked it. So good job, guys. And I'm so proud that you guys are doing a lot right now. Like Crystal said, knowing how to code. So it's where you're starting from and where you are now. Like it's a huge improvement, and I'm really proud of all of you.
Thank you, Ola. I think we haven't met before, Ola. Did we?
No, we haven't met before. No.
Okay, because I used to work for Manpower groups from the beginning, actually. So, is there anybody else who is joining us?
No, it's just me for now. I don't know if Angela will be able to join.
Okay, sounds good. No problem. Because we need your help, guys, to get jobs for this team, actually. So your help will be appreciated. So if you can promote for this, for them and get them jobs, this is what we need. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So thanks all again, and nice meeting you.
Thank you. Nice meeting you too.
Yeah. So by the way, my name is Mustafa. I am their instructor for this group. So I think team 3, are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if you want to start smoothly, we have 3 minutes still to go. If you want to prepare yourself, or anybody else has a question or comments for the previous group, for team 4.
I just have commendations to make. I'm really impressed with what you're able to do in a short space of time. It's really impressive, and we got to really appreciate the effort. And the only thing I can ask, which I know is difficult to do, is how we're able to come together, as a team because this is a lot of different ideas and different work, right? So being able to come together to actually implement that as well. So, that's what I want to ask them. But otherwise, great job.
It was thanks for for asking, Stanley. Yeah, it was kind of hard at the beginning, but we managed to sit down on Teams and we worked our way through everything together. We also used GitHub to host the project itself. So we saw all the changes everyone was doing. We could manage these changes too. So yeah, that made things easier for us too.
Oh, you didn't mention you used GitHub.
Yeah, we used it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It took us a few minutes to connect it, but and by a few minutes, I might say a few hours, but
well worth it though. In the end.
yes,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's really great. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it made things way easier for us.
For sure, yeah. So thanks, guys. Great job. Happy to start with nice work like yours. So, but I think we still have also great work from the other groups. So let's go for team 3. And yeah, go ahead, guys.
Okay. Good morning, everybody. We are group 3. We are going with the name the Design Supergroup, and we're excited to present today the website development project for the Travel Experts Travel Agency. On our agenda today, we'll do a quick summary, share a little bit of who we are, the goals and objectives for this project. We'll do a website live drive, have a quick look at the financial summary, and leave some time at the end for comments and questions. So in terms of the executive summary, the Travel Experts Agency is a top travel agency here in Calgary. They have a growing client base, and you're looking to have a website to support that growth, to get users to come in and sign up. As the Design Supergroup, what we bring to the table is a team of in-house developers and designers. We're experienced in customer-specific web solutions, and we use those solutions to drive growth and customer engagement. We specialize in full-stack web development. We provide custom solutions for all sizes of projects, large and small. We really do focus on the relationships, trying to understand the client and the client's customers. We're definitely excited about technologies that we'll showcase today. On the front side, we're using the latest in HTML, JavaScript, Bootstrap, cascading style sheets to bring the website to life and have that engagement with the user. On the back side, we are using Mongoose, MongoDB, Node.js, MS, Azure, and we did use GitHub for the collaboration purposes. And we'll also go over the backside with the rest of the team. Speaking of the team, we have Edwin as the senior developer, Chikadoli that also led the development, myself, Oyahiri, and leading the team is Chene. And we're excited to work on this challenging but really fun project. So the way we looked at the project is to really build a site that drives growth and engagement, and we really try to focus on the customer during that. Supporting that growth would be the website and the database side. On the website, we're looking for an engaging customer experience that really showcases the travel packages, and it's fairly easy to use. The backside, that's where all hard work and everything happens that makes it work so smoothly. So having that smooth integration, easy to understand and update for the customer, and of course, safe and secure. At this stage, I'll pass it to Oyax to go over the overview of the solution that we built.
Hello, everyone, and good morning. Yeah, my team and I feel really proud to have been able to deliver a really concise, easy to use, and really engaging website for the Travel Experts Travel Agency. So here on this slide, we have just a brief overview of what the website looks like, or Yeah, so on the front end, with the client accessing the website, we have programs running that aspect of the website with the HTML, the JavaScript, and CSS. So, and on the back end, we have the Node.js framework accessing the MongoDB database and hosted on the Azure cloud platform. And like you had said earlier, the website had to be clear, concise, easy to navigate, with a main page, a contact us page, and a vacation page, as well as a customer registration page. These were gonna ensure that customers who were new to the website could register, and existing customers could also log in, and a vacation package page showing your awesome packages that you have to offer your clients. And with a database requirement that included a database that was easy to navigate, easy to use, and that also provided a platform that where customers could easily register their information and their data. So I'm gonna hand it over to my colleagues, Edwin, Inaya, and Chika, to give you guys a brief insight on what you can expect when getting into the website we've built. All right, over to you guys.
Okay, so Chika, I'm gonna stop sharing and let you take over the live drive.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Ajax, and good morning to everyone. We're going to do a bit of demo of the website, of what we managed to accomplish. So highlighted in the address bar is the URL of the website currently being hosted on Microsoft Azure. What we're seeing here is the main index page, the landing page for the customer to go to. We put some graphics on the web page to make it more appealing, and we also make the web page responsive. This is to respond to the different screen sizes of the devices that we use today, from cell phones to tablets to regular computer screen. So with the responsive design, the size and the layout adjusts according to the size of the screen. We also added a chat box that will allow customers to engage with the travel expert agents. On the About Us page, we put navigation bar at the top for easy of navigation on the website itself. We have 5 pages for the time being. This is the About Us page, where we put some information about the agency. That glowing text is an example of some of the technologies mentioned earlier by Adam. And let's go to the Contact Us. So this is the Contact Us page, and we have 2 main sections, if you will, on this page. The top section lists the contact information of the agents, as well agencies, I'm sorry, as well as the agents. So when we click on the row in the top table, a second table will then pop up and then show the contact info of the agents for each agencies. This information comes directly from the database that's also hosted on the cloud. So any updates to the database will be reflected here in this table. That will make updating the information easier. The second section of the page is a familiar looking Contact Us form. I think this is a fairly standard form. So on this one here, the customers can choose to contact us via the web site itself. We have first name, last name, email, and then just a short message area. For the time being, the information here, when a customer hits submit, the information will go to the database, just because we want to capture the information somewhere. So we are putting it back into the database, but we could change it so that it routes to an email address, some sort of a generic email address. Yeah. So Chica is demoing the completion of the form. And once a client hits submit, they'll just get an acknowledgement that they have contacted the agency. On the database side of things, and we can see that that's the new record that was just added from the website. And so at this stage, I want to pass it on to my colleague, Chica.
Thank you. Thank you, Edwin. So I will show what we have in what a typical customer is going to see, a potential customer is going to see when they choose to book a package. Now we have a couple of listings here that show the package name, the start date, the description, and the pricing. So now I'm going to select a random one to demonstrate how it works. And it brings out this order form with a package ID for the form for the first name, last name, address, city. So just to demonstrate how it works and how all the entries will be sent to the database, I'm going to generate, I'm going to play a fictional customer. And so and I'm going to type an address. Set Alberta, type postal code. And email address. And I'll choose this as a leisure trip. So if I click submit, I will be asked if I want to confirm, and I'll say okay. And I don't know if you saw that the green ticks on each input field was to demonstrate that the web browser had verified all the entries and seen that they matched the regex expressions that they were supposed to match. And now when I go to the bookings in the database and refresh, so there's several other entries. So I'm going to check for the most recent one. This one moment, please. So this shows the booking number and the customer ID and the package type. So now I'll go to customers, refresh. So this here shows a previous booking with the name of the person, the address, the province and postal code, country of residence, phone number, and email address. Now I'm going to hand over to Chinaya to complete the demonstration.
Thank you, Chika and Edwin, for the presentation. Now I'll be doing a demo for the registration page. And as we know, this is a key part of the website because the agency wants customers to be able to register. So if you take a look at the registration page, you'd see, Chika, you'll see a form which is similar to the other form, but this is strictly for new users. So you have a first name, the password, and the retyped password. Now, for the sake of the demonstration, we'll be demonstrating that you can't receive invalid data into the field. So the password is verified, and if you don't have a matching password, it's going to throw an error. So that is what Chika will be demonstrating for the password to ensure that you have the required password. And needless to mention, this information would populate the customer section of the database, and the agents can contact them through the database as well. Now, when you click the submit button, a pop-up is going to show confirming you need to submit. And if all the entries are not properly entered, you will get an error message. So he has an invalid postal code. He needs to put a space between the postal code, just like the format or the pattern showing in as a guide. And the email, so that's for the password as well. So he has an invalid password. So all forms are validated to ensure we don't have any information that is not right for the website and the database. So you need to have a matching password for the form to go through. And once you submit, you see a thank you for registering with us page. And at this point, I would hand over to Ajax to continue with the presentation.
Thank you very much, Chinaya, Edwin, and Chika, for showing us what the awesome team has been able to give and to deliver. And yeah, we've been able to show you how easy and clear it is to navigate through our website, the beautiful graphics and the aesthetic styling, the easy to use main page, the wonderful contact us page, and the vacation page as well. And yeah, just to show you how easy it is for new customers to register and have their data stored on the MongoDB database. And yeah, same as the database as well. Like everything just moves so seamlessly and with the data storage from the registration and the login page. Yeah. Next slide, please. Okay, so talking about the financials, we promised that we were going to save you guys money with the website that we were going to build, and we were able to save an additional, even though we gave a budget of a fraction of what the original spend was supposed to be, and we were able to save an extra $1,500 with the dedicated team. And everyone delivered everything on schedule. We had all hands on deck to ensure that everything happened without any schedule slippage. And yeah, thanks to the awesome team, and we're proud to be a part of your website dreams, and also help engage your customers better. And we're really glad to have been able to deliver on that. And thank you so much for your time, and enjoy the rest of your day. And if you have any questions and answers, we'll be more than happy to, attend to them. Thank you once again.
Yeah.
So thanks Team 3 for a great presentation and great job. So anybody has a question, guys, go ahead.
You guys did a really good job. How did you implement the chat box?
Oyax, is that something you want to take?
Oyax, I think you're on mute.
Yeah, yes, please. Yeah, so regarding the chat, collect the customer information there. Thank you. Can you show the code or how? Armin, what do you want?
So is it, I'm just wondering, is it a built-in function? Is it posting the chat to the database? Is it responsive to is it like an instant messaging program or something like that? I don't know.
Oh, okay. We had these chat pop-up windows that we were able. We just got a code, and we had to customize it using the CSS and some other function. Yeah, it's something I can share. It's on my second screen, but I don't have the Zoom on it, so I would have been able to share.
Okay.
That part. Yeah, yeah, but I can post it on the Teams or Zoom if you want that.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see.
Okay, sure. I can share that.
Good job, too, guys. Great job.
Thank you.
I just have a quick question. I really liked your guys' form looks, like the different forms and how it looked. Was that a Bootstrap thing for the forms? Or how did you create the form look? I really like how it popped up from the website like that.
Yes, the form was a Bootstrap. Yeah.
I think it's Bootstrap, and then the form itself sits on top of a gray box, and the gray box is a jumbotron. So we put the form in the jumbotron.
Awesome, great job, you guys. I liked it.
Thank you.
Thanks, Crystal.
Thanks, Crystal.
So anybody else has a question, guys? We still have a few minutes before we'll take a break. So anybody has a question? We'll take a break after 7 minutes, by 30. So 9:30 will
I think you froze there, Mustafa.
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
I just wasn't sure if you were finished saying what you were saying because I think your screen froze.
My screen froze. I'm not sharing anything.
It's okay.
So any questions, guys, for team 3? Team 3, did you use any other technologies in your project?
The technologies we used was mentioned in the slide. The HTML, CSS, JavaScript, MongoDB, Mongoose, and hosted on the cloud, Azure. Yeah.
Bootstrap as well. We take advantage of that.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you use any new libraries or any new components?
Yeah. So for the Node module, we use something called MongoDB auto increment. That's something we added that allows us to sequentially generate an ID number. So generating, for example, a customer ID, we can just use that module out of the box, and then it'll sequentially generate the number.
Mm-hmm. That's nice.
Also use passports for the password encryption by script as well.
That's nice. So anybody else has a question for the group? Okay. So so guys, after we finish, should be finishing by 11. So I'll have meetings, maybe individually with each team. We'll go through the code together. So you share with me the code so I can give you a mark for the code itself, okay? So it will be after we finish. We'll discuss this. So we'll go team 1, 2, 3, 4 in order. So each team maybe around maybe 30 minutes. Each team starting 11 to 11:30, then 11:30 to 12. For the first 2 teams, then the last 2 teams maybe after the lunch, okay? So I think, yeah, so let's for now take a break, half an hour. Or do you guys want to continue right away? I think let's take a break, okay? So then we can continue for the last 2 teams. And we finish by 11. Okay, guys. So see you all after 30 minutes.
Link to the website. This is an overview of the homepage where we welcome customers and provide links to other menus. Next slide, please. This is also the contact us page. This is how our customers get to reach to the agency. Then this is the registration form page. In this place, customer can set up their accounts, and if they are registered, they can also log in as already members, and the data will be populated on the website. So these are the packages we have that is dynamically generated. Next slide, please. I'll hand over to Abdullah now for presentation.
Thank you, Edwin. Good morning, everyone. Here I'm going to talk a little bit about project costs. As you see here in the pie chart, this pie chart represents a breakdown of the project cost. the overall cost of the project is $54,800. And this amount of money distributed into major components and activities, including market and competitive research, strategy, web design, front-end development, server-side development, testing, and debugging. As you see here, around 60% of the budget went for the three.
It seems we lost him.
Payam, are you there? Okay, I'll wrap it up. I will help Payam wrap it up since his internet connection.
Yes, sorry for the interruption. Can you hear now? Okay, please go on, Kachi.
Okay, like Payam was explaining, the chart just shows the project cost. It's a little under $60,000, and it shows the breakdown of the components of the work we intend to do. And next slide, please. And lastly, we included the sequence diagram of the interaction of the system, how it goes. A customer will be able to browse the system and go on to book a travel package. And then we'll get back the information of the packages, and the customer will be able to select packages. Cost will be shown. Login will be verified after the customer enters his data. We'll get a summary. We'll be able to make a payment. The payment will be processed, and the confirmation and reservations will be finalized. So at this point, I will hand over to Edwin to do a live demonstration of the website and all the features we built.
Thank you very much, Akachi. Yeah, this is our homepage. We have the menu on top here, and these menus are all linked. And we also have search button where you can look for whatever you're looking for. Below here, we have different pictures of the vacation packages that we have. And when you click one of these pictures, it will take you to the packages we have. And also the pictures zooms out whenever you place the icon on them. So this is the picture we have. When you click the pictures from the homepage, it takes you here. So from here, you can order whatever you want to order. So right now, I'll hand over to Stan to continue the demo. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. In order not to waste much of your time, we just want to talk about the functionality of the website. So I'll just give you a quick overview of that. So here we have the contacts page, essentially. So whereby, we have the different agencies, and then we have the agents. One thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try to quickly send a message to the agency or travel experts just to see. I'll send that message. It says thank you, and then takes me back to the website. We have the setup email address we set up for the agency over here, and we just got the email from the client, which says, oh, this is the email address of the client, the content, thank you for contacting us, and their full names. And then back to the website, we have the registration page, like we all do, and then I'm going to create a user here. Just fill in my details. I'm not going to take much of your time. Create a user, set my password, and then I'll sign in. And it thanks me for registering, and it takes me to the packages to make an order. And then I have another instance whereby, and I can make an order here. So if I click on to make an order, it gets me to, put in my details. I'm already logged in customer, or I already have an account. So whereby if I log in, it shows me my details just to make sure these details are correct. And then it shows me the order I selected. And then if I confirm my booking, it thanks me for booking and saves it in the database. And then it brings me back here. And I can log out. And then essentially for a customer who is not logged in or registered, if they go to the packages and try to make an order, it gets them to come here to sign up. So either if they don't have a username and password, they have to register to actually be able to make an order. And another feature we have is we have the search function. Essentially what this does, it can be modified. We haven't gone so far yet, but if you search for particular keys, we've only modified it for the packages. For example, it shows you a different page of the contents of the packages or whatever you're searching for. We can improve this with the clients, but it's responsive and it works with some stuff. So pretty much that is what we have for our website. And over here, if you click on it like I did earlier, it takes you to the different packages we have and all of that stuff. So I could also, one second, I'll quickly show you. So this was the user I just created, and the username and details, the password is encrypted, as you can see here. And the package, the booking this customer made is reflected here. This is an encrypted user. This is his user ID, and then this is the date he booked the package, and this is the particular package selected. And that would be everything we have, and we're open to your questions.
Thank you guys, did a great job. I just wonder if it's hosted on Azure or not.
Oh yes, it is hosted on Azure. We put the link to the website there as well in the slide. So it is hosted on Azure.
So anybody has a question for Team 2?
Nice work, guys. The site looks really great. I was kind of wondering what was from doing the site and the project, what was kind of the toughest part of it?
The toughest part of it, like I feel like for everyone, would be the backend side of it, to make it dynamic and, to be able to link it up with the database and all of that stuff. But I think the toughest part about working, which is the aim of the project actually, is to actually be able to work with, different people, get different ideas and, being able to implement them and get everybody doing different things as well. So that was tough, but, that is the aim of the project as well. So we kind of found a way to get together and, make effort and, achieve our goal.
Looks like it really came together at the end.
Yes, thank you.
Nice job, guys. Can you show me how did you send that message to your email address?
Yes, I'll quickly share that to you.
That would be awesome.
Just give me a second. So I'll share my screen back again.
Okay, so while Stanley is sharing his screen, I'll quickly chip in that we used a node, a module on the back end, and Stanley will show that now.
Can you see my code?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so essentially it's right here. So we created, we installed a module called the node mailer.
Okay.
So after installing the module, we set up an email address and we selected the service, which is Gmail. We can change this to Yahoo, whatever service provider you're using. And then this is the email address for the user. I mean, this is only visible to the client, right? It's not visible to the user or whatever.
Okay.
And then we created a post function whereby whatever messages is posted, we get the request, we get the body as well, and the email address of the customer, and then post it to that email address. So that is pretty much what we did.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. That was really cool.
By the way, guys, nice layout for your site. Looks attractive.
Thank you.
So we still have time, guys, if you have any more questions to ask. So maybe if you can describe for us, guys, how did you manage the project? Like, how did you distribute the tasks and divide it somehow? Like, what's the team dynamics did you use?
Oh, no, go ahead, Edwin.
Okay, what we did, we shared the job among ourselves. Like on the back side, we try to portion the models among each of us, because we have different models. We have the package model, we have the contact model, we have the relational model. So we shared it among ourselves. Same thing applies to the POC file because we use POC for this work. So we try to rationalize the work among ourselves.
And also it was constant communication, back and forth every time we're in teams, communicating, showing our progress and all of that stuff. And with the limited time we had as well, it was really important that we, communicated in teams to actually get the job done.
Did you guys use GitHub, or did you have another method to bring it all together in the end?
Not much of GitHub. It was mostly Microsoft Sense. And yeah, but we intend going forward to use more GitHub.
Awesome, great job.
Thank you.
By the way, guys, just a heads up for the second part, for the second half of the program, we will be recreating the groups again. So you will be creating your new group. So currently from each team, you will be allowed only 2 people to be in the new team, okay? So you have to think about the new team and how you're going to distribute yourself again. And this is basically to exchange more information and learn from each other and get more experience, which is good to have. So your new team for next, starting this Monday, actually. So you have to think about the new team. The condition is maximum 2 from the current team can be in the new team, Okay, so it means you need 3 people who you never worked with before in your team.
You mean you're going to break apart Thunderstorm Panther Bear?
Yeah. You'll create a new company, don't worry.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of broken hearts and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll have a new business and a new company. And apply it in the new business and fix the mistakes or if you have any.
Mustafa, are you going to assign the teams, or do we do that? Do we make the new teams ourselves?
Yeah, I prefer to do it yourself, guys. So try to distribute, like, I put this condition actually to try to make sure people can, change, actually switch between different groups, and you get more exposure working with others. So
yeah. But I think we might be too emotional to do that. You might as well just.
Yeah, exactly. We already come up.
Yeah. Break up the teams.
It's a lot of long nights with our teams.
That's true.
It takes time, actually, to get familiar with others and living together. But I think it's also a great experience. So let's do it. Any other questions for the team 2 guys? Did you like their job, or you think they missed out? Can you give them some feedback?
I think it was great. Nice job, guys.
Yeah, they did a good job.
Well done.
I think it was great, especially that aspect of innovating for the email communication on their website. I think that was good.
Yeah, I really like the form there and the gray background. Yeah, sending the message there. Good job, team.
Mm-hmm. That's great, actually. There are lots of modules and lots of libraries and components you can use, actually, for Node. Node is really rich in terms of, you can have lots of stuff out of the box you can use and can do a great job for you. However, when you choose any component, you need to be a little bit careful because there are lots of good components and not good components. It's open source. So you need to make sure if this component is maintained, it has a couple of stars, what people are saying about it, or it's broken or outdated or whatever. So just be careful about choosing any components from the online community. But yeah, you'll have lots of great things you can use.
Are you talking of virus when you say we should be careful, or just that
Yeah,
the
it can be anything. Yeah, it can be anything. Okay. It can be even not a virus, but some hackers, sometimes they use some components to penetrate your code and do something wrong, stuff like this. Oh. Sometimes you will find even news about this, this known library, it was misused or, somehow, and some people was getting advantage or penetrating your code. So just be careful when you use any open source library to make sure it's well maintained, it's good, it has no issues, and also try to keep updating your components. For any library actually can be broken, even the Microsoft stuff, So regarding security and all of this, you need to be a little bit careful. And this is why you always see, there is a new batch for this software or this operating system or whatever, because there is always security breaches. So just be careful about it. But as you can, I think, any other questions or comments for this group, guys? Okay, so well done, team 2. Thanks for a great presentation and a great work. I like always to see the new ideas and new ways of doing things, even if we didn't talk about it, but you could search up and find new components and use it. That's great to have. And yeah, so I think maybe we have only team 1 left now. So if you guys ready and want to have soft start, we we still have 4 minutes to go, but if you want to start.
Yeah, that's okay. Thank you. And great job to the rest of the team that before us. Just give me a second here. I'm just gonna share the screen and then we'll have the first presenter speak.
Yes. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Salim Reza. Today, we are presenting the website project software development presentation. First, I'd like to thank to my team, to SuperGhost, for their hard working. At the same time, I also would like to thank our guest, Ola from Manpower, as well as our instructor, Dr. Mustafa, taking us this extreme good journey. And please, the next slide. Table of contents, we are going to show team introduction, company, website overview, website features, and feature enhancements. Please, the next slide. Here, I would like to introduce our team. Most of us, we all worked in the oil and gas industry. And the Chris is the chemical engineer, and now is working as a software developer trainee, 15 years of experience. Yomi, petroleum engineer, working right now as a software developer trainee, 12 years of experience. Karima, petroleum engineer, 8 years experience oil and gas industry. And same thing, she's working as a software developer. Alex, full stack developer, working 3 years as a web developer. And myself, I have been working 15 years as a geologist. Now I have been working as a software developer trainee. Please, the next slide. Now I'm going to talk about the vision and mission of our company. Our custom website design solutions, which include digital marketing and professional services, are unique and stand out from the crowd. Pride ourselves on avoiding the cookie cutter website design approach. We don't believe in using templates, and every website we build begins with understanding our client's vision. Web design solutions are custom built to fit our clients' business goals. We are excited to present our latest website. Now I would like to hand over Karima for the next presentation. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Salim. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for attending our presentation today. So we split out our project in two parts, website layout and website features. So for website layout, we designed mini pages like homepage, registration page, login page, packages page, and contact us page, which are in the easy use for the easy use of the customer. So we designed this page. We used HTML, and for styling we used CSS and Bootstrap. And for animation we used jQuery. And in the backside, our colleague Alex have made a big effort to learn a new things, which is AJS, which is template used by Node.js, and and use it for template. And for database, we choose to use MongoDB. Next slide, please. Yeah, well, this is our homepage. This is the head side. So you can find here the navigator bar, which has link buttons to take the customer to different pages like travel, packages, and contact us. And we add here some images, and to make it more attractive, and we used a Bootstrap for more features, and for animation we used jQuery. And you will find here more details. You will see with the next part, which is demo with our two colleagues, Alex and Chris. So you will see more features and options and more animation there. Next slide, please. So here, this is the login page. If the customer want to book, the button take him to the login page or registration page. For login page is for registered customers. So the customer just input his username and password, and after hit the button login, he can have access to a packages page, and he can choose any package and see more details and options, price, everything he wants. And next page, please. Yeah, as you see here, this is registration page. This is for new customers. So the customer, when he browse and want to book, there is a registration buttons which has a detailed form. The customer should include his information like username, first name, address, password, and we add here a field include validation, like if the customer forget to enter his first name, or there is error there, it will ask him to fill out this field. Yeah. So I will pass you now to the next slide with Yumi. So he will show you the rest of slides, the pages. Thank you.
Yeah, good morning, colleagues. Good morning, Mustafa, and good morning, Ola. And thanks for attending our presentation. And thanks, Mustafa, for all the support. We couldn't have done this without you. So, Salim and Karima, thanks for the introduction and the presentation. So on the packages page, registered customers should be able to book or connect with the agents. So we have, this is dynamically updated from the database. We are using MongoDB database. So this is dynamically updated from the database. Next slide, please. Yeah, and this is the contact page. So when the customer books, they can contact any of the agents either for further details or to buy the package. Next slide, please. Yeah, for future updates, we plan to dynamically update the packages by using API so that it doesn't have to be manually done. We also intend to at least select the most competitive supplier so that it's cost effective for our clients. Then we want to give the customer power over their in their registration page so that they can delete package reservations, book package reservations without needing to go through the agents. And of course, we want the agent to fully be able to interact and edit and interact with the customer's data. Next slide, please. So it's time for the website demo, and I want to invite my colleagues, Alex and Chris. Thanks for the wonderful work, the hard work you've done so far. And I think it's time to present what we have. Thank you.
Thanks, Yomi. So this is our website. So when you first navigate to the travel agency's website, customers will be welcomed to the site and then presented with the option of either registering if they're a previously registered user, or by heading to the, by logging in if they're a previously registered user, or by heading to the registration page to set up a new account. So we'll now register a new customer to show that component of the website. So we'll now set up a new user account. As Karima mentioned, it is validated in case someone forgets to fill out a field. It will remind them. So now that we've registered this new user, this information is sent to the MongoDB database, and we can head there and confirm that this registered customer's information is now updated in the customers table. And there you see it is there. So we also have the option of now logging out and then logging back in using the customer's newly created credentials. So now that they've logged in, we land on the home page, and Alex is going to now take over and talk about the features of the website and the different technologies we utilized to make them.
Thank you, Chris, and to the rest of my colleagues. You guys have done a fantastic work explaining the rest of the website and features, and I'll take it from here. So as you can see, we've implemented Bootstrap with the carousel here and using the function of jQuery. You can see that we have our latest advertisements of our prices and booking a flight, and these buttons here will take you to their corresponding pages for the travel packages. And then here you see that we have displays of our other promotions with buttons of viewing details and taking you to either the agent or the travel package. And we just have a whole bunch of features here. So just enjoy the view and look at other features that we have with pictures and displays of the rest of our advertisement. So I will now go to the feature of going to booking now. So here is where you can contact our lovely agents by phone number and letting them know personally which package that you want to book, and they will help you for the rest of the way. And we'll go back to home. Over here, if you click this button, this will take you to the travel package. And as you can see, these are a new travel package where you'd be able to begin your journey onto either the Caribbeans, Polynesians, Asia, or even Europe. This is the first prototype, so very soon we'll be able to implement the client or the customer to book. When they press book now, they'll be able to book their designated or their dream vacation. And yeah, as we go back to home, you've seen all the rest, and there is more coming with the future installments. So thank you guys. We'll now sign out, and you guys have a great day.
Thank you, team. One great job. Did you guys host it on Azure?
We did not.
Did not?
No.
Okay.
We had a little problem, yeah.
Okay. And the contact information coming from the database, or this is a static page?
It's coming from the database.
Okay, so the contact information is coming from the database, but I didn't see the agency information, only the agents, I think.
Yeah. So.
Okay, so you just put the list of all agents together.
We just put the list of all agents. Let me just quickly show how we implemented EJS instead of using Pug. So we went to contact us. And here we get their first name, their last name, and their business phone number. And we just made a for each loop of getting a row and then the data of the agents.
Okay, sounds good, guys. Yeah. Is there any other technology that you use, new technology other than EJS?
No, we didn't. That's coming on the next installment.
Okay, yeah.
So the second prototype.
Okay, sounds good.
Yes.
Any other questions, guys, for team one? But nicely out, actually, nice pictures.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anybody else has a question or a comment for
Good work, guys.
Thank you.
Nice
Great job, guys. I just, it's a comment. The homepage, what about if somebody don't want to register on your website? It means the person will not view the website?
Yes.
Working out the person out. Okay.
Yeah, so you have to either log in or register to view the site in the first place.
Okay.
We've encrypted everything.
Nice work, guys. The site looks really great. Can you show again the pop-up button for when you were demonstrating for the information?
The pop-up button?
Maybe it was more of a window. After you go to book it.
So we didn't implement the booking feature yet for the client.
I thought on the homepage you did the demonstration, no? Like just from the header there? Or sorry,
It means from the carousel.
Oh yes, so from the carousel you can go to your agents, your contact us page to speak to the client or the agent and call them to book a package personally.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Second question, what was the inspiration for your logo, for your company logo, the ghost?
I don't know, it just came to mind. It was just on a whim where I just came up, found some cool icons of a ghost and went with it, and then Super Ghost, because we had Super Team in the web dev Super Team, so just put Super Ghost, and then it just looked cool to have a lowercase and then all uppercase for the full
for the full name.
For the full name, yeah.
Yeah, looks awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks, Adam. You actually like see so many things you saw, but you remembered the Super Ghost.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's actually things good. Thank you.
Memorable, not just that.
Yeah, exactly.
Details.
Yeah.
You can tell there's lots of details.
Something different, yeah. Thank you.
So guys, I want also to check, are the packages coming from the database?
Yes, they are. So
Okay.
yeah, so I can quickly show. So from our code here, for the purchase, we used EJS to get the package name, image, package description, price, and then a static by package. And then if you go to packages, you'll see all the details, including the pricing. And then we manually added pictures. So then we just put a loop, or we used app.js to extract, to create a schema, packages schema. And then implement it by using Mongoose to find the package ID. And then with EJS, we're able to pick up the schema.
Great, thank you guys.
Thank you.
Any other questions for team one? Okay, so I think no other questions will be done for the presentation part. That's great. Okay, so the rest will be for the code itself. So for the code itself, we need to make sure you have a clear code, you have comments on your code, you split the code into files, not everything in one file, for example. And also I need kind of a file or something saying what each person have done. So you can put it either in the code itself, so in each log or file, if this is done by Alex, for example, you can write Alex here, or if it's Alex and Abayomi, so you can write your names, and also kind of a README file to show what's the main responsibility for each person, because this will be individual marks. If you haven't done yet, you can still, you have time to do this file, and if you need to put your comments on your code, or clean up your code, you can still have this. So I think for the submission, I think you still have time. It's later today for the code submission for the project.
Is it just me, or has Mustafa's audio really cut out quite a bit?
Yeah, it's just a little low.
Yeah, it's like
choppy.
Okay, so did you get what I mean, guys, or should I repeat, or?
Please repeat.
Okay, so I was saying this will conclude the presentation for today. Is it more clear now, or?
Kind of.
When you moved away for a second, it cut out quite a bit, and then when you said, "Is it more clear now?" it was.
It became clear.
So don't move.
Okay, so the presentation is done. So the only remaining is the code itself and the document describing what's individual, like what each person was responsible for, or what's your main part in the project. So please make sure you have this document, kind of a README document describing each person's what each person has done. And also you can put the comments in your code if you want to split the code down to files if you haven't done yet, and put comments like, this was done by X person or X and Y or whatever. So I know what was the workload for each one. you still have time for this to submit your code. So I think it's later today, sometime later today.
You've cut out again.
I was saying you still have time for the submission, okay, for the code submission. So you need to submit the code and the PowerPoint and the README file, and also if you can make a document, Word document with some screenshots, so we don't have to run it again. And also the link, if you have a link, if it's already hosted, you can put a link. But also a document with some screenshots will be helpful. Screenshots for your website, that would be great, be easier to see. Yeah, other than that, I think we'll be done for the day. In any group think you are ready to present your code, or do you need more time?
I think we need more time. So can you give us a deadline, maybe for Monday or Tuesday or 2-3 days, that we can just have some rest and then go back and comment out, put some comments and stuff.
Yeah.
So you need till Monday. I just wanted you to finish to take a rest. So when we go for Monday, it will be fresh.
Yeah, I think Monday morning would be a good deadline.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Okay, so if you guys want, we can extend the submission to Monday. I personally prefer you guys to try to finish today as much as you can, even later today, to submit, so you get rest and you start Monday, but like fresh mind, so you get to take your weekend and refresh before going to the second part. I think it's much better to have. But if you want to extend it, so you arrange your time somehow, there is no problem. I will leave anyways the rest of the day for you guys to enjoy and kind of celebrating, the achievement. So any questions or anything for now?
Sorry, I thought you said you wanted to meet with us after individually to go over code. Is that still happening, or?
Yeah, but if any team is ready, we can do this. If you still need to clean up or whatever, so we can just extend it to Monday if you want, and then I will check the code later on. If you are ready now, we can do it now.
Okay.
Yeah. Any team is ready, wants to do it now?
Is that an individual thing, or will you be dealing with us publicly?
Yeah, a team. Yeah, it will be a team business.
Oh, okay.
If we meet with you, is it less important to have the comments and stuff present, or because I know that we don't have our code well commented?
Yeah, 10 marks for the codes. So I need the code to be commented, to split it out on different functions to be more concise and more clear and easier to understand. And then also I need this.
Okay, then we'll definitely have to wait until Monday to meet or to
Exactly.
do it.
Take the time.
Okay.
Yeah,
no problem.
take the time and make it clean.
Team 2, can we meet after this to share the code, I guess?
Yeah, I'm good, Stanley.
Yeah, that's
You want to meet?
Yes.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, sure. We can meet on Teams, so we switch to Teams because this session will be ending soon. So we can meet on Teams. Do you like to meet right away, like we switch over to Teams?
Yes, please.
Okay. No problem. Sure. Yeah. So any other team wants to meet today?
Yes. If you have time during a certain time, I'm not sure how much time you'll be spending, or if you need a while.
No problem, guys. So maybe we'll start with Stanley. Which team are you in?
Team 2.
Team 2. Okay, so we'll start by Team 2 because they took the initiative first. Then Team 1. Any other team wants to meet? Okay, if you want to meet, just message me on Teams, we can arrange it together. I'm not sure how long it will take, but I think maximum will be 30 minutes. So let's do 30 minutes. If I finish early, I will message you guys, but I think let's make it 30 minutes for team 2, then 30 minutes for team 1. And if there is any other team, it will be after them. Okay, guys. So thank you guys all. You all did great job. Really enjoyed the time, and I think for the next half of the program, we'll have more to learn, and we'll have more entertaining, more challenges, but better results at the end, because we'll be learning more and adding more to the knowledge you have. Okay.
Thank you, Mustafa.
Thank you, Mustafa.
Thank you, Mustafa.
We'll see you Monday.
See you Monday.
See you Monday. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh, okay, because we'll see you in T1. Okay. Thank you, guys.
Have a good weekend, guys.
Yeah,
Have a good weekend, guys.
Have a good weekend.
Take
Have
care.
a good weekend, guys.
Have a good weekend. Take care.